Well, it was obviously very early hours in the morning. I left Wigton and I decided that I was going to refuel my car. The only garage that's open in our area at that particular time is the one at Maryport. It's called Creggan's. I wanted to get home around about 2 o'clock. Around about 2 o'clock in the morning, because if I get home too early I'll be sitting waiting, and if I get on too late I'll miss it, and that was because the moon would be at a certain point in the sky and I wanted to view it with a telescope. Through the night, when you do it, that's the best time to do it. And so consequently I'd worked out a format of how you could measure the distance using lenses and the focal ratio of the telescope, so I was going to try it. When I drove onto the forecourt, I immediately saw a young chap at the kiosk. And I said to myself, there's something seriously wrong with this guy immediately. Because it was a warm evening. It wasn't cold. So he had this hood over his head and he was looking furtively, looking backwards and forwards, looking around him. So I says, I don't like this. And so I didn't actually park the car at the fuel pumps. I actually went and parked it away round the corner of the side of the building. Part of the vehicle would still be on display, but I then went to the cash point. And he obviously didn't know I was there at that particular time. So I still wasn't happy with him, and I saw him that he was trying to cover his face and pull the front of the garment that he had on, like this hoodie top as they call them. And I said, this is not right. And so I quietly walked up behind him. The cashier was a young lad, him be no more than 17, 18 years of age. He came back to the kiosk and he says, that'll be £12, so many pence. He just quickly pulled out this black object, which I immediately recognised to be a 9mm pistol. So I says, oh dear. I said, oh dear to myself, here we go. At that particular time, he then said, and I'll have all the money in the till. So I pushed him right into the kiosk and I told him that I was a police officer, that I was off duty, and I managed, after a short amount of time, to get my hand on this gun. So I just shouted at him, down, 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 and I pushed him to the ground. And I don't know why it happened, but he just went to the ground. I then told him that he was going nowhere. I then shouted at the young lad at the kiosk and told him to ring for the police. He wasn't getting away with that. No matter what happened, I wasn't going to let him go for him. No, it's not. It wasn't brave. It just happened. It just happened on the spur of the moment. That's how I did it. There was no bravery. I don't think it was brave. It was just how it happened. I'm very grateful to all the officers that turned up that night and helped out. Gaynor Taylor, the sergeant, Ian Hislop, Debbie French, and Becky Fox. Very grateful to them.